What's up, everybody? It's the Bowtie Boss. I'm sitting here with Antonio, the Aztec, Canas, Windy City, San Colona Boxing Club. How you doing today, brother?
I'm good, man. I can't complain about anything, man. I'm just working hard and looking forward to all these opportunities that are being thrown my way.
Now, you got a couple fights on the horizon, but something that you said to me a little while ago made me think about it. You come from MMA, you have a lot of experience in MMA, and I was trying to rack my brain for other MMA fighters who have moved over into boxing and not only just been successful, but been active with it. You've been boxing now for a lot of years. What was the transition like moving from MMA to boxing and being successful?
Oh man, first of all, I got to thank my coaches, man, Rita Figueroa and Sam Colonna. They from day one, they took me in and they showed me a lot of stuff. As well as, you had him on your show before, is Fearless Fernando Hernandez, you know what I'm saying? I got to work with all of them, and all of them instilled great things into me. And I took everything what they showed me, instilled it into my game, and it all seems to be working. And as far as the transition, you know what? I've always been pretty much a pretty good striker, and I was a good wrestler as well because I had a good pedigree. I had Mike DeRoe as a wrestling coach, I had Eric Scoot as a wrestling coach. Mike DeRoe right now is the Olympic coach. You know what I'm saying? So, I've always had good skills with everything. I just decided to make the transition because I didn't have the right management at the time.
Right.
And I figured it was better for me to just have a fresh start in the boxing arena, get paid a little bit more money, because at the time when I was fighting, I wasn't really getting paid enough to even cover costs, you know what I mean? So I spent a lot more into the training purposes than I was actually getting from fights, which is the opposite in the boxing arena, you know what I mean? I'm getting paid sufficient enough to be able to take care of myself, to be able to not live in the gym every day, to having my own space, to having some dogs, to having a girlfriend and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Actually living a life.
Yeah, living a life. So, I'm not knocking nothing about my life. I love both sports, man, and I'm the one that's avid about both of them. I'm still the head coach over here at San Colona Boxing Gym, so I'm still mixed into the MMA, circle. But I'm just not competing right now in the MMA. But I decided to do a little bit more boxing.
Gotcha. Now, I would think of your boxing style as kind of that wrestling style, right? You have movement and then immediate bursts of high energy and power. What is your boxing style? I mean, you land a lot of hard body shots. Describe how you feel in the boxing ring and then how you felt wrestling at the same time.
Oh man, you know what? They're both chess. It's both a chessboard, man. Both of them are chess games. They're chess games in their own different way. You know what I mean? It's a lot of. What's unfair about it is you got a lot of the MMA guys trying to get a boxer who's never done any kind of mixed martial arts in their life to come into the MMA world and say, okay, well, come fight me here. But then again, it's the same thing. You got a lot of boxing guys that are trying to call the MMA guys over into their world and to fight them. So I think. I just don't think. I think they're two different sports. You understand what I'm saying? Even though MMA people may incorporate the boxing into their technique, I think it's two different sports, and I think that they really can't compete against each other.
Absolutely.
I think that I might be the exception because I can be able to compete in both worlds. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not active right now, but I think if I wanted to and I was to train for a fight, I think I'd still be able to do good and compete and give somebody a run for the
still have that solid base.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, typically those guys who do better, I mean, even in one sport or the other, like Ronda Rousey's so good at MMA because she's been doing judo for her entire life. She knows competition. It's not like she woke up at 30 and was like, I'm going to do MMA all of a sudden, right? So she had that base. You have that solid wrestling base. Now you have an even more solid boxing base. So what are the things that are on the horizon for you, man? What are you looking forward to?
You know what? I got a lot of big things right now. There's some talk of maybe me going back to BKB. There's some other talk about me going to some fights in Vegas just to fight some big name opponents. I just stay humble, man. I stay humble as much as I can, and just thank God for all the opportunity that He's given me to come from nothing, from the streets, to living in a gym, to sleeping on mats and having my own place, to being a name in the boxing community, in the fight world, to where I get paid, I can have my own place. So I just all thanks to God right now, man, and thank for the people who gave me the opportunity and seen and believed in me, you know what I mean?
Good shit, brother. So anything for the fans, sponsors, anything like that?
Thank you to all my sponsors, Benamo, my tattoo artist, Junior, my haircut man, Millie Rodriguez, my girlfriend, she's my backbone, Sam Colonna, Rita Figueroa, Fernando for helping me out, yourself for interviewing me, just everybody in my circle, man. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys very much, as well as my fans. I see you guys, I appreciate you guys, and just look forward for me doing big things, man.
Gotcha. All right, everybody. It's Bowtie Boss with Aztec, God of War, Antonio Canas.